Hey guys, so it's Jazz and I'm back with another video. Um, this video is actually a part two to the part one video of how I got catfished. And let me just make a real quick correction here. How I got catfished by my ex-best friend. Um, an emphasis on the ex, because we're definitely not friends anymore. Um, so pretty much in this video, the reason why I wanted to make a part two is because in my part one video, I told you guys how I had all these different stories that she told me that I actually stupidly fell for. And I said in my part one video that if I were to sit and tell you guys the stories that she had told me, that I would be there like all night just telling you the stories. So, what I have decided to do is in this part two video, I'm going to give you guys two examples of the stories she would tell me. Um and yeah, I want you guys to like literally hear like all the bullshit like she told me. Um so I would say I remember back when we had first met, um, she had explained to me how it was her, and I'm just gonna say her because this whole time it's been her, so I'm just gonna say her because there's really nobody I'm talking about really. So she would say that it was her and her brother living with their little sister, Samantha. So it was Iquan, Eric, and Samantha. And they were all living together. And Eric was like the breadwinner of the whole house. And he would pay the bills and get the food and stuff like that. Um, and no matter what, they would always make sure that Sam was straight. She always ate, she was good, everything. Um, And then she mentioned that her mom was like nowhere to be found. Um, and then her dad had actually went off and married another woman. And they had like their own family, their own kids, the whole nine yards. Um, so it was just them three living in the same house. And then the older sister, she was living in another place, and I believe it was her fiance at the time, because later down the line they had gotten married, whatever. So yeah, so like she told me that it was difficult for all three of them because they really had no father figure in their life, and their mom was away. So like they had to really provide for themselves. So I'm not gonna say that they were homeless, 'cause they weren't homeless, but they just had a difficult time living on their own. Um, so like down the line, um, this is like in connection to um how they were living separately, away from their parents. But then the mom had re-entered their lives. Um, so like I think it was like a dinner that they did. It was the mom and her and Eric, and they had went out to dinner with the mom. So the mom had revealed to them two that she had breast cancer. Breast cancer, really? I mean, like, there's like so many women out there in the world who already deal with breast cancer in real life. And the fact that she would even say that her mother had breast cancer, it really like blows my mind. Like, why would you play with something like that? That doesn't make no type of sense. But anyway, she said that her mom had breast cancer, and she was saying how Eric had cried talking about some, oh, I can't believe you left us and stuff like that. And they were just in shock that she came back in their lives. And so from then on, I guess the conversation must have went well because the mother was around more often, stuff like that. So then I would say another story is that while he was with me, supposedly, or whatever, his ex girlfriend, Chrissy, she called her, um, had entered her life again. And that girl, that girl hated me. She always wanted to cause problems with me and do all this other extra stuff. Like she like hated me. I mean, like in the beginning, let me just go back to the beginning. In the beginning, you were like okay because like she was like more of like a friend and I was like more with him, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, but when me and him were like going through, well, me and her were going through bad times, she kind of stepped in and they got like closer and stuff like that. So I think y'all know what happened after that. So it made me feel uncomfortable because I still had feelings towards her. And I I would say everything in the book to try to like get my point across about how I feel and everything. And it was horrible. It was horrible because we just argued and argued and argued and argued and argued, and it was terrible. So we were just like breaking from each other. And then she had stepped in and she would every time I would text his phone, um she would text me from that phone, you know what I'm saying? And it's so difficult to explain this because it was her being like all these different people. So it's like so it's like she had multiple personalities, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so she was texting me as the girl, causing problems, causing problems with me, her real life best friend. That makes absolutely no sense. Yes, I know. I was the one that went through it. So it really blows my mind how her being my best friend was pretending to be a bitch that didn't like me and I didn't like her, causing problems for no type of reason. Like, I think I'll never understand that until the day I die. But anyway, so yeah, so she would text me constantly when I would text his phone, text me back constantly negative stuff. He don't like you. He never liked you. He pays more attention to me than he pays more attention to you. Da da da. Throwing it in my face that um he paid way more attention to her than it was to me. And this was an like almost everyday thing. I kid you not. I swear to God. Um, and I was thinking to myself like, okay, so you constantly let girls, and mind you, this is not the only girl that has texted me. Another girl who was texting me from that number. So I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, what type of person are you if you say you care about me, but you're letting some other girls come in between and constantly talk to me as if I was trash? That makes absolutely no sense to me at all. So, pretty much what I did was every time I felt something not right, I would speak up for myself. I would tell her exactly how I felt about how I feel the situation should change because I just didn't think it was right. I mean, I wasn't allowing other people, 24/7 to text the number besides my cousin, like every here and there. Um, and so I just, you know, I don't even know. I'm still just kind of like mind blown about this whole situation. Um, but yeah, so I would sit here and I always questioned, like, how is it that she always lets these girls text me from his phone? Doesn't make any sense. And she would get mad at me when I kept bringing up the situation, which I think was so weird because he was the one letting it happen. She was the one letting it happen. I'm sorry. If I keep saying he and she and he and she back and forth, I am sorry. But this situation is just, you know. So, yeah. So I just kind of, I never shook it off. And every time I brought it up as an issue in our relationship, he would blow it off. Just blow it off. And then as if it was never existing. Um, so pretty much with me and Christina, it never got better. It always got worse. The words we used towards each other always got worse. It was horrible. Um, so pretty much what had happened was after a while, like she kind of like faded away. You know what I'm saying? Because she had said that they had stopped talking and everything, and it was like kind of just like me and him from then on. Um, so yeah, that was just one of the girls that had texted me from his phone. Um, and for the most part, I could say that I think it's disgusting how she treated me. Um, and just to sum it up, the stories that I just told you, one of them was about how their parents technically abandoned them, and then the mother kind of came back into the situation and revealed she had breast cancer. And that was like one major shock to me because it was like they were living pretty much by themselves, watching their little sister or whatever. But then your mom comes back and she reveals she has breast cancer, and she still kind of like takes over that motherly role after a while. That was the first story. And the second story I told you was about one of the girls who he would let text me from from the phone number that I was texting. Um, and so that was another issue for me because that was just one of the girls. Like I said, there was other girls, but she's the most memorable one because me and her always exchanged words the most out of every other person. So the first story is about kind of being alone and then the parents coming back in life later on down the line. And then the second story was about him letting other girls text me, but it was really her texting me starting nonsense problems. Um and trust me, it gets worse. Um I just kind of feel like I said before I explained what I just explained, I feel really disgusted by what she did. Um and at this point in time, I feel like she really wants to run away from her problems. I mean, to be quite honest, Lauren cannot run away from her problems. She can't run away from this. there is no way in the world she can run away from this because she's the one that caused it. It was her fault. And I already told her this that I would never let her live it down that she did this to me. And I really want to continue making her aware of what she did until the day that I die because I thought she was my best friend. You know what I'm saying? Like I told her so many things that I have not told a lot of people. A lot of people may not know about me or my family life or whatever. She's been I let this girl around my family. Around my family. Those people are sacred to me. It's my personal life. I'm letting her in. And my family let her take plates home and stuff like that. And I kind of just feel like, damn, bitch, like, really? You treat me like trash? You're smiling in my face at the same time? Like, I really just could not put anything like that past her. I could not even imagine her doing anything like that to me ever. Ever. I could never. And I'm pretty sure 100% of you who know Lauren know for a fact that you would never have suspected that somebody like Lauren really would do something like that. It's just crazy. But yeah, that just goes to show you that you can't put anything past anybody. Like seriously, like I thought me and Lauren were gonna be friends for the longest time. Like I told her that I felt closer to her than I did with anybody else. And I don't know why she betrayed my trust. I mean, she said like traumatic things from her past made her deal with her situation by doing that. But that doesn't make any sense to me. I'm sorry, but it doesn't. Um, just because you went through something traumatic, and I know I said this in my first video, but I'm just gonna restate what I said. Just because you went through something really traumatic in your past life, that doesn't give you any type of right to go ahead and treat somebody as if they're garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she befriended me just so she could play out her master plan. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like she was looking for the right victim to do all of this to, and I just so happened to be the unwilling victim. Um, and I just feel I feel like devastated and hurt. And to be quite honest, if anybody watching this is watching and being like, oh yeah, right on Lauren, oh, she's like a badass, she's a boss for doing that, da da da. If anybody feels like Lauren is right for what she did, or if anybody feels like Lauren is cool for what she did, then you're stupid as hell. Like seriously, you're really dumb. Um, and something is really wrong with you because I am more than 1,000% sure that if what happened to me happened to you for the past 6 years, you would literally be livid. Like, I'm not even playing with you. Like, if anything like this happens to anybody else, like, I guarantee you're gonna feel like just the way I feel. Like, there's like kind of like an empty side in me now because I found out that the person that I had so much feelings for and so much like compassion for, and technically, to sum it all up, the person that I was in love with was my best friend. Like, to find out something like that and over Facebook Messenger that the person I'm in love with was my best friend, like, come on now. Come on, how would you feel? And this has been going on long enough. Long enough, you know what I'm saying? So, Yeah, it was really a low blow for her to tell me that. And she, like I said, she mentioned I was too scared to tell you in person, or I was too scared to tell you on the phone. I don't give a damn. I don't care. I mean, you're the one that did this. You caused this, not me. I didn't ask you to do this. Nobody asked you to do this. You did this by yourself, on your own terms. That's what you did. You caused this, period. You can't run from your situation. You really can't. You did all of this. And to be quite honest, if you didn't want no smoke, then you shouldn't have done what you did. Point blank, period. Um, so yeah, like she lost, to be honest, she lost a friend for no reason. If none of this would have happened, we would still be friends, obviously. And she wants me to forgive her and everything, but I don't, to be honest, I don't ever see that happening because if you're a real, genuine friend, like if you're a real, genuine friend, there is no way in the world you would do that. There is no way in the world you would do that to your best friend. It's just, you know what I mean? So, yeah, um, she was a fake friend, and I learned that the hard way. Um, I really can't believe that after all this time, like it's still mind blowing to me that after all this time, the person that I was drawn to so emotionally was her. It still blows my mind every time I think about it. And you know, I know for a fact that she wants to constantly run away from what she did. She does. I know she don't want to deal with it. I know for a fact she don't want to keep being called out by me. But I'm gonna keep calling her out. I'm gonna keep reminding her how much of a shitty friend she is because that's what she is. I'm sorry, but you did that to yourself. You made that name for yourself as a liar, as a fake friend, and you're always going to be known to that. You're always going to be known for that. I mean, in my eyes, she's always going to be a fake person. I mean, if you're friends with her, to be quite honest, I would watch your back too. Because I don't know if she's scheming or plotting something against you. I don't know. I can't tell you because I couldn't even tell myself back then what she was gonna do to me. Obviously. But yeah, so I would just say to keep a close eye on not just her, but on anybody who's in your circle. Period. Um, you know, it's just it's gonna break your heart to find out something like that. To be quite honest, like it's not gonna be easy with me dealing with this. I know it. Um, I don't think I'm ever gonna heal from it. I highly doubt I am because I've never dealt like dealt with anything like that before. Um, and the thing is, I always watched the MTV show Catfish, and I always know what to expect when I watch, the people situation on TV, but I didn't know what to expect myself. So I would definitely say watch your back, like I said, and I'm gonna keep emphasizing this if I do like another video of it or whatever. But I'm definitely gonna tell you guys to watch your back. It's more than ever to me, it's gonna be really, 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 really crucial if I ever make. Well, I'm probably gonna make new friends, down the line later in my life and stuff. I'm gonna make new friends, and I'm always gonna key in on that person. Like, is this person real or is this person fake? Is this person really down for me or is this person really not who they say they are? And as of this point in my life, that person just happened to be Lauren, and I hate it. I hate it because I did feel really close to her, and I did feel like that was my sister. Um, and I mean, of course, she got on my nerves sometimes. I got on her nerves sometimes, but that's kind of how sisters are. Sometimes they're not gonna see eye to eye. You know what I'm saying? But never in a thousand years would I ever imagine her doing something like that to me, point blank in the period. Um, but yeah, so this video was to give you guys a slight glimpse as the stories that she would tell me. Um, I know y'all want to know, more about the situation, and whatever comes to mind, I'm gonna let y'all know. And it's just like that simple. I know she don't like me putting all this stuff on social media, but I don't care. This happened to me. I'm gonna take all the information I got from her and I'm gonna use it however the hell I feel like I'm gonna use it. What I'm gonna use it for. Really, even though I'm putting it out here on social media, it's none of her damn business what I do with this information. If I feel like I want to put it on social media, I'm gonna put it on social media. I don't care what nobody says. If you feel like I'm doing too much for this, then oh well. I'm my own person, you're your own person. I don't tell you what to do, and nobody's gonna tell me what to do. Simple as that. I make my own decisions, and so does everybody else. So, yeah. So I want to thank you guys for watching my second YouTube video. And like I said, if anything else comes to mind, um, I'll be more than willing to share what's going on, what went on with me and her. I'm not scared. I don't care. Like I said, if you don't like it, then you don't have to watch, you don't have to listen, you don't have to follow or anything like that, subscribe, whatever. But if you're a real one, subscribe to my channel and like my video, give me a comment if anything. And I would like to once again thank you guys for taking the time to listen to my video and just listen to me really express how I feel about, this whole situation. So like I said, I will keep you guys updated. If anything else comes to mind, I will let you know. Bye.